Friends, here are some life science vocabulary words that I wanted to go over with you that you might be using in your science journal. The first word is AIR, and that says air. And if you see the boy here, he's on a cold, snowy day, and he's blowing out, and you can see a little cloud there in front of him. Air is the invisible gas that people and animals breathe. The boy's breath can be seen in the cold air. So air is something that we need to be able to breathe to live. The next word is ANIMAL, animal. And on the front cover here you see two different types of animals. When I flip it over to read it, a living thing that moves and eats food is what an animal is. The kitten is an animal and the puppy is too. So all living things need food and they move. LIGHT. This word says light. You can see the light here shining through the trees. And on the back it says, light is something that you see. The light shining between the trees made it easy to see. The next vocabulary word is need, N-E-E-D, need. And these girls are all eating something that we need in order to be able to survive. A need is something that you must have in order to live. All people need food to live. So let's go back and look. What are these girls eating for food? This girl is eating an orange carrot. This girl is eating a red apple. This girl looks like she's eating a green pear. And this girl looks like she's also having a red apple. So we all need food to survive. The next word, science word, is N-U-T-R-I-E-N-T, nutrient. And if you look at the plant here, you'll see all these color bubbles down here in the soil. When I flip it over, nutrient is something that living things need to grow. The nutrient the plant needs to grow comes from the soil. So when I go back to the front, you'll see that the nutrients that plants need to survive is found down in the soil, and it comes up through their roots, up through the stem, and along the leaves here to help feed the plant. So we're not going to give plants cheeseburgers or apples or carrots because they don't get their food that way. Plants make their own food from nutrients that they take in from the soil below. The next word is P-L-A-N-T, plant. And here's a picture of a plant. You can see this part of the plant is the flower, the leaves. The stem is the long, tall tube that holds up the flower. And then down here in the soil you can see the roots of the plant. A plant is a living thing that has leaves and roots and makes its own food. A plant with large leaves needs extra strong roots to keep it in the soil. So the bigger the plant, the stronger and bigger the root system needs to be to hold it up. Here's a heron, a bird, and he or she has caught a fish. What do you think it's going to do with that fish? In order to survive, the vocabulary word up here is survive. What is this bird going to do with the fish to survive? To survive means to live and grow. The heron catches and eats the fish to survive. So without the fish for the heron, the bird would not be able to live because the fish provides the food that the heron needs to survive. And the last one that we need for living is W-A-T-E-R, water. All living things have to have water, whether it's a person, an animal, or a plant. Water is the liquid that falls as rain from the sky. We drink water. Did you know that every time you have a drink of water, you're drinking rain that came from a cloud in the sky? It's true. All living things need water to survive. So that is the completion of all of our vocabulary that we will be using in life science in this chapter.